Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Swissman15 and welcome back to another online battle from Medieval 2 Total War. This one is a free-for-all that I played as Venice, shockingly enough, against the mighty Izazas. I think we've seen him before. Captain Invisible as Denmark and Cyrus the Great as Milan. Over here we have Captain Invisible rushing as Denmark, and he's going straight into it, getting these Huscarls into the Aventurier. And oh my god, they actually have good charge despite not having any lances. Hold on, is my sound too loud? No, okay. Turn to game, perfect. And he does have some pikes here, but they're not quite close enough to stop the Huscarls from really destroying these Aventurier. So in the end, this charge was very effective. He's getting his cap to counter these Huscarls in a little bit of melee. They're not upgraded, it seems, but of course these are Huscarls and not the best of cap. Pretty decent, especially in melee with their axes, but they're not the best charge or melee cap to begin with. They're good cheap ones. They're, well, relatively cheap for cap at least. Not too cheap. They're not like merchant cap. Merchant cap's cheap, but they're really bad. So anyway. The rest of the French forces are moving up. He has more Aventurier, a lot of pikemen, some Scots Guard. So he really went high on the archers here, and it's got a lot of pikemen to compensate for such actions. Captain Invisible has a lot of sword staff militia. He's been more and more to the sword staff halberds and pikes, anything with a spear wall, really. He likes that form now, it seems. Oh, a tree. Oh my god, a tree! It's like, they're so rare on this map. I can only see like 20, 50, 60, 70 trees from here. But anyway, you may hit a vacuum, but I do not care. I don't have much time to record. I do apologize though, because I do have a lot of there's renovations going on again. You see, the people who were originally fixing our windows, fixing our windows, were terrible at it, and now we're out a lot of money because we paid for them, and then he just sucked, and we are like, we want our money back. He stopped responding, so now we have people that we know and trust doing our windows again, and they're fixing them. They're like, this guy really screwed you over. And anyway, so hopefully, eventually, the window problem will be solved. But yes, so if we keep on looking at this battle, we have some peasants lying around not doing anything, just being scared of the French. And some cav engagements on the flanks where it's pretty even right now. We can't really see any definitive winner right now. I do think that Captain is slowly winning the cav engagement, but I can't be too sure considering the fact that this unit of General's Bodyguard just got knocked out. I don't know if it has a general there. He has 2 units of oh, I see. He has 2 units of General's Bodyguard. That vacuum is getting dangerously close, so I'm going to pause for a second and I'll see if then. Alright, we're back, so let's get straight back into this battle. So it seems the infantry engagement is speeding up now. I think all the music disappeared. Here it is. It's coming back. Oh, lovely music. I hope it's not too loud for you guys. Anyway, I want myself to be heard, so just in the, I don't know, maybe just high on how I'm playing it, but I'm just going to go like that to 12%. Return to game. Alright. Ooh. This game has good music, though. Who wants to listen to my voice when you can hear the music? And look at all these lovely trees. They're everywhere. The trees! Don't you love the trees? They're not lonely like the rock. That's been a long time since the Lonely Rock with Captain. I gotta do more co-commentaries with Captain. It's been a long time since we've done any. If we look back on the other side, the battle between me and Milan is beginning. The Italian states fighting for power. It is going to be interesting, but not much happens, I don't think, at the beginning. It's just a skirmish where I start shooting to bits his general's crossbowmen. He has 5 of them, but I have 4, but they're spread out, so overall I do have the advantage with a hill, and but he has numbers, so maybe it's even, I don't know. But I will be losing less expensive and less troops overall, if it's an even exchange. So here's the line engagement. The pikemen are fighting other sword staff militia, fighting infantry. It's a real mess. Captain's trying to get some flanks, I think, with this sword staff militia, but they're really, really slow, and they're getting shot to bits by archers. That's the one thing, they don't have any shields, so they really take archer fire badly. And the cav engagement is probably not resolving quick enough for Captain, who was probably invested in that with the amount of cav he seemed to have, and probably not widely enough in his favor. These Huskarls can't really manage much after a while. They don't have good. They don't have good stamina, but they have good morale, so they do run out of quickly. But the fact that they're still warmed up does change that entire statement. I can't articulate words right now, or sentences for that matter. I've got the words fine, they just don't make sense together. Ooh, if we look over at my battle, we have some cav skirmishes going on. I remember I was trying to draw out his cav to my crossbows and shoot them to bits. As you can see, they're falling like flies. And I have some Knights Hospitaller out here, trying to get more kills on him. And as he retreats, you can see more and more of his cav falling. So I sacrificed one cav unit to get 2 of them. Overall, it seemed a bit of an even exchange. But overall, he's losing a lot of these troops here. He's lost some cav back here, trying to really wear his cav down. They do have attack upgrades, but no armor upgrades. Yet, for some reason, these upgrades don't seem to affect the cav melee much because they still take out huge numbers of each other. It's all about angling, really, when it comes down to cav engagements. So now I'm sending out some Knights Templar, trying to draw these units out to shoot them down. I want to dwindle his cav before we get into the line engagement, where I want to be able to flank him. I am losing some troops here, however. Some of my infantry is being shot, getting unfortunately blasted to bits from behind the wall lines. And if you look back at the other battle, it seems very, very even right now. Maybe it's starting to turn in the French favor. No, not at all. Captain is starting to beat back the French lines, and he's running out of infantry. The French are. This grammar in English is not going my way, but still, he's got a ton of Scots Guard, which are good shooters and even better at melee, and Aventura, which are great shooters and decent at melee, and they can really take out these Sword Staff Militia rather quickly, who don't have the best morale, I don't think. And they are militia after all. Oh wait, these are Obidashers, so these are Halberds, and I don't think they suffer the two-handed glitch as much because they have like different animations. Yeah, you can see they're just attacking. They're actually doing quite a good number on these defenders, so I think the Obidashir are actually a really great defensive unit, especially in like sieges, so I might want to try them out a bit more. Here's a Sword Staff Militia coming in from the other side, and they're really enclosing these Frenchmen. I want to test out the Obidashir right now and see how they are as a Halberd unit, and see how they function against like feudal dismounted knights. I'm going to do that afterward. I don't think they'll win, but I think they'll do quite a good number, and maybe they have to be on the fence with the spear wall. We can test out different ones. Alright, so the Cav French seems to be dwindling fast. Probably not much left remaining. If you look back at my battle, you can see a lot of scattered fighting. Some Cav engagements over here seems relatively even. I lost an entire unit. He lost half of 2, and he's losing a lot of... However, where he is losing is here, because he's losing infantry of all sorts and his archers, which he invested heavily on. And now he's trying to get a move, it seems. A lot of his infantry is on the move. And I'm not sure what I'm planning to do. It seems I'm retreating my cav. Oh yeah, I've decided, I'm losing a lot of these infantry in this skirmish too. So you want to make sure that you lose as little as possible to archer fire, because you want them to fight instead of just dying. Ooh. It's just a skirmish right now, because it does favor me to keep the skirmish. If he should have been more proactive and tried to rush the engagement, but unfortunately he had a skirmish army. This is because it has pikemen and crossbows, which is a skirmish army really, because pikemen are not really good at rushing. They're good at stopping rushes, which is probably what he was banking on with this army formation. If we look back at this battle, it seems the peasants are running amok. I don't know where they're going. They're not happy. I don't know where the Danish... Oh, here. The Danish infantry is very, very beaten up. It doesn't seem to have much, but he needs to take out these archers over here. He shouldn't be marching away, I don't think, because he's just drawing fire. Maybe he wants them to waste ammunition on the peasants, which would be smart. He's got a pretty good unit over here. He's got to deal with the general's bodyguard of the French, however. We're going around. I don't know where the general of the... Oh, here's the Denmark's general, just chilling here. Last unit left in his very bloody battle. Look at all the dead cav. Just, you can see all these different areas of fighting, mostly concentrated with a line engagement, some other skirmishes and dead troops, and neither can really seem to win. It's a very close fight for them. But as we can see over here, we have a line engagement between me and the Milanese. I'm trying to get some rear charges here, getting a decent one back here. I do have the advantage, I think, numbers-wise. The Venetian heavy infantry didn't seem to fight very well right here. Fighting against these feudal knights, not going quite in my favor. And we have a different cav engagements. I have routing units over here, and I have to deal with pikemen, which is making my cav charges very difficult to handle. I'm trying to take out his cavalry too. I got my general's bodyguard up here fighting down against these Familia Ducale, and there is a general bodyguard somewhere, I think. I'm not sure where he actually has his general. It might be in the Familia Ducale. Familia Ducale. They say it really nicely. Yes, but I think I'm winning this engagement here, and then I can probably get some troops on him. But he broke a part of my lines over here, because the Venetian heavy infantry don't have the best morale in the world, we all know. They are still a great melee unit, even without that, and it seems that his archers, which were fighting the front lines, they do have decent melee stats, but not the morale to keep up with it, are now fleeing and running amok. And I completely cleaned out this side of his infantry, and the cav engagement is pretty much even. He outnumbered my cav, but I had more quality, and it's just seeing who can kill off the other. And I also have my archers moving forward, trying to see what I can do with them. And here we have the last bits of Milanese being cleaned up. I'm trying to get my infantry over to this side, where he did actually beat back my infantry line a bit, because he had numbers on that side, and I didn't really invest much on that side, except for, you know, my general, which is fighting somewhere. Who is fighting somewhere? We got a large unit of Knights Hospitaller running around. It's a very sporadic fight right now. Just trying to clean him up. He's got fleeing troops that are coming back, like these archers over here that I sent troops to. And my cav is actually taking a beating over here against these archers, which is kind of embarrassing for them, because they're dying to them, but they're dead, so they can't really feel embarrassed. Here's my general, and I do have a massive cavalry lead right now, and there is the general from Milan. Maybe he's collected from the Ducale without realizing it, because that's what I did before. They look very similar, at least their pictures do, and so do the units out overall, except for the Ducale don't have any sword shields, which is the one downfall for them. And then here, I'm just trying to move in here and clean out the rest, and as you can see, at this point, it's pretty much completely in my favor. Can't really lose this fight, it's just, how much can I lose fighting him? And the answer is probably a lot, because he's got these annoying little archers here, and he's got pikemen backed up to the wall here. And if you look back at the fight between the Scots and the Danish, it seems the Danish are fighting the archers, but they don't have any cav to support them. And the French do, and that rear charge is probably going to send the Danish on the run. They're also very tired. Poor Danes, fought very hard. And here we have some routes going on. Not sure what happened to his big unit of Oberdasher, but it seemed either fighting here and dwindled quickly or something. But these Aventuriers are doing fine to beat up these heavy infantry. And it seems that Denmark, unfortunately, cannot quite pull a victory out of this, and the mighty Zas will triumph.
We remain true and wholehearted. Victory will be ours.
He still has a pretty decent unit of General's Bodyguard as well. And if we look over here, I'm still just cleaning up the Milanese, looking for the last units. Overall, very bloody battle here as well. You can see skirmishes here, here, very bloody and very sporadic. Very fun game too. But overall, it seems that I have a far much, even if they band together all of them right now, I don't think they could manage to defeat my army. It's just, these two fighting are just trying to see who would have won. But they can't win the game, it's just, let's fight for second place. Is the real thing. Or try to last for second place. We still have the Danish general who just got killed by Scotsguard, unfortunately. There he is, in his final resting place, in a forest among the trees. Look, a tree. That was just really amusing before when I'm just like, I zoomed in, stopped to talk, and then I realized I was inside of a tree like this. Trees, wherever you go, you love them. That was supposed to be a chant. That was like, beans are good for your heart. The more you eat, the more you fight, the better for you, so eat your beans in every meal. I actually hate beans, except for, there's one beans I like string beans. Those are good beans. The rest, not so much. Alright, so let's just speed up, because I'm just reorganizing my army, and we have the French over here reorganizing theirs. Oh, there goes the general of the Milan, which was overrun by tons of my cav. And you can see I have 2 big units of cav here, and I think I have 1 more maybe, chilling around. And I have a pretty decent amount of infantry after that fight, and a lot of archers as well, though they did take a beating overall from that skirmish. A lot of dead. These ones died without reason. I lost a lot of cav too, which makes me sad. Oh, here's my last unit of cav. But I have a massive army in comparison to any of the others. And now I start marching soon. Yes, the French are marching out, so I'm like, okay, time to fight them. I send these dismounted feudal knights to clear out these pike militia, who rout instantaneously, don't even have to fight them. Oh, it's amusing. And now all I have to do is deal with these archers, and I try to go, I think, just with my cav and just really take them out, but it seems my general's bodyguard got ahead of the rest of my cav, took a few volleys. Scotsguard do shoot quickly, and here we have them going in. Probably not the best charge. Oh, pretty decent. They do lose a lot in this. You can see I don't want to lose my general, because that will make winning just a little bit harder, or at least a little less glorious. You want to keep your general alive. So overall, that was not a very good engagement, but here I have my cav catching up. Very poorly timed cav attack. You want to sacrifice one of these and save my general and such. But here I have this unit charging in, trying to take out these Aventuriers, getting some killed, but also taking a lot of casualties. Not the best cav assault I've ever done. But we go to 2.0, and as you can see now, I'm just fighting in melee against them because they are very tired, and I noticed that I was sort of smoking straight through them, except for these Scotsguard, which actually start to kill a lot of my cav, I think. As you can see, this is where my cav is dying, not over here against these Aventuriers, except for when they shot. But overall, France doesn't have much of a chance because I have so much infantry and archers to back up my cav, and my general's still alive, so he can't try and rout me. And he has this general here, which I'm shooting with my crossbows, just trying to neutralize him. And I'm doing pretty well. Took out half the unit, and he can't seem to decide where he wants to charge. But these Scots are putting up a really nice fight, especially with the support of their general right nearby. Ooh, okay, actually, I think my missiles killed more of me than I killed of him. But he's still here, and now I thought, okay, let me shoot him to bits, but he's chasing me, and that's unfortunate. Don't want to have the Scotsguard getting volleys in my archers either, though. And actually, there was a unit of Knights Templar from Milan that was left over. Seems that he forgot about it. That could have been problematic when I was fighting him, if he had noticed before. And there goes an entire unit of Scotsguard. Well, at least the remains of it. That's an Aventurier left, and some Scotsguard and his general. And I'm just trying to shoot his general, and it's not really working out for me either. And I didn't see this unit coming, I don't think. I was like, oh, Milan's dead. And there goes the Milanese general. Shot to bits. There is still one of his troop left, but he's no good on his own. He needs his general for morale. And I've got Aventuriers fleeing into me. Don't know why they're running back to where they fought. And at this point, there's literally nothing. Like, there's no way I can lose this unless I play terribly and somehow manage to lose so many troops. Because even if these Knights Templar charged at all my units and killed them all, the fact is that the charge would also kill enough with each one that his units would run out. I could just stand still and win. Not as by much, but still win. And here I have my general charging in for a countercharge. He's surrounded by these Knights Templar, but I have support on its way, and this unit is already down to 30 and wavering against this small amount of troops, and there they go. fleeing the battle. My general lives ever so slightly, and it lost pretty much most of its unit, and that is a victory for me. Haha, yay me. I gotta find one where I lose and upload that. I think I uploaded too many of my own victories recently. So I got 937 kills and 195 captures. Cyrus doing decently for a loss, getting almost 600 kills plus with his captures also. Captain Invisible and the Mighty Zas very, very close. Captain Invisible barely losing with 855 kills and 53 captures, so 900 kills total. And the Mighty Zas barely on top with about almost 1,000 kills and captures. So overall, I do win, not by much. A very close game between Captain Invisible and Mighty Zas, and good defense by Cyrus the Great. He is a little bit newer, and of course, I think I had the experience advantage over him and the positional advantage. So good game to all of you. I hope you guys enjoyed the battle, and I look forward to playing with you guys again. And all of you, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next episode after we look at this, where I have 101 kills by Knight's Hospitaller, and my Pobby's crossbow is getting a lot of kills too. Turns out I'm very good with my crossbows. My kills come from my crossbows and my Knight's Hospitaller. My infantry sort of take the beating. They take the death. That's what my fight is. Oh, that's in Nottingham. Interesting. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.